Thanks for watching. I'm on my way up to Reading, PA to see Big Boy. Specifically Big Boy 4014, which is the last Big Boy restored that is in service right now. So I wanted to capture this, especially since in this year, 2026, this is the 250th birthday of America. And for me, the importance of that really rests in all America has achieved from an engineering point of view. So this was going to be a once-in-a-lifetime event because the Big Boy engines that were, well, 25 of them, that were built and used in the well, they were built in the early 40s. They were used until about the early 60s. These engines operated in the western part of the U.S. So this truly was a once-in-a-lifetime event. So I decided to head on up to Reading instead of waiting until Big Boy came down to Philly. Figured smaller crowds, I'd be able to get closer. But either way, if this didn't work out, I could have, done Philly. So I am going to talk a little bit through this video, not too much, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of perspective, on why this was important. You'll see here that I'm going to be pulling into literally the first possible parking attempt that I found, and I got very lucky because the people here were very accommodating for this event. So gun guys know that phrase, dope, right? Data on previous engagement. Once in a lifetime event, I figured, hey, like I just said, I'll try my luck. We'll see what happens. I got very lucky. I'm gonna, swing around to the left here in a second. These guys were doing some work in this building over to the right here, and kudos to them for recognizing the moment that we were in for something that maybe a lot of people don't understand or get, but still is very important.
Does a lot of parking here for a Big Boy and $5? I don't think I have any cash on it. Can you have a card in? Is there a bank nearby? Let me see. Huh? Zelle? Yeah. And how long can we park here? Let's go like that. You sure? Oh, that's awesome. That's a lifetime event. Zelle, you see.
So after I Zelled the guy to payment, and again, kudos to them for recognizing the moment, I headed over to Reading Terminal, which, as you see here, there's the Bronco, 200 feet or so. I mean, maybe 100 to the border of the property, but 200 overall. These guys are putting up a drone. I thought they were fire department at first, local an FD, but they actually weren't, just private guys putting up a drone. But you can see here that people were starting to come in, and overall from the distance there on the bridges, it was already pretty packed. I arrived about an hour early. It was at this point it was about 12:45. Big Boy was scheduled to show up around 1:30, so definitely early, and I was able to sort of make my way closer to the tracks and get a good viewing point, good vantage point, and got to talk to a bunch of people as well, you know, who were also interested in this. This is just a great shot of Old Glory here, just blowing in the wind. Glad I caught that. And you'll see in a second here that we're going to see some of the Freedom trains pull in. This is something that was happening around the country, or is happening around the country at this point. A lot of the other train tour places around the country have repainted their trains to reflect the 250th birthday of America. You'll see here we got a couple of SD 40-2s coming in for what Reading, the Reading Rail Company is doing. I'm not sure if that's exactly right, but Reading Outer Terminal has these tours regularly, and they happen to run in the same day as Big Boy, which probably was why I was late, but still, this was kind of awesome to also catch, even though it wasn't the main reason why I was here. These folks were pulling into Reading Outer Terminal to disembark. So, as you'll see, once they disembark, then we'll get set up for Big Boy. And here we go. You know, I have to say, as a train guy, there is simply no comparison between diesel electric or modern day whistles and steam locomotive whistles. The voice, the character to it, the personality, it's not present today. As you see here, I got a little bit closer. Sort of a long shot of Big Boy. There's people who had tickets to ride on the way out. This is what's called a whistle stop. You'll see in a second here, I'm going to pan back towards the tender that's right behind it, and I'm going to pan again, and you get to see two more water cars as well as the two diesel electric engines behind it. It's actually common practice these days to have these steam engines do these tours and sort of these, legacy sort of trips, and have some diesel electrics on there to provide some additional power. Here I'm just doing another shot of Big Boy from a bit of a distance after I was a little bit closer to it. again, the scope of what this engine is was something to behold. These wheels are taller than most people, and I know it's hard to see it in the video, but it's just massive. It's a 4884 configuration, which again, train guys will know what that means. Not really important for this, but you can see here that this engine is just massive. I continued a little bit further forward, and I'm going to zoom in on the placard here. The big boys were built by the American Locomotive Company, or ALCO, the original builders of it. And I zoomed in on the plaque there, and you know, piece of history, nice to see. But again, it's the scope of these engines and the sort of acknowledgement of what we've achieved in our 250 years. So I wanted to share it, I wanted to show it, and hopefully this little piece resonated with you, this little presentation resonated with you. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.